Welcome to another weekly development update with ThatGermanGuy and Rustafied. So with this week, we've got some very exciting things for you, a couple of things you can check out. The first thing is on staging as well as aux, and that is the Spraycan. And as you can see, I have it here in my hand, and this thing will have multiple uses within the game, which are quite nice. The first thing is going to be a Spraycan function, so you can walk up and tag a wall. And basically, you can hold down R. R will allow you to switch the colors. There is a limited palette currently, but that could possibly change. But you can then change your color. Once you have selected it, it should change. There you go. And then you can also hold down E to change the size. So you can switch to small, medium, or large. So we'll demonstrate there's small, medium, and large. So quite a difference right there, as you can see. Now, the other functionality to this is it actually is a reskinning tool. So if you actually look at an item that can be skinned that is out in your base or so forth, you can right click and it will bring up the skinning menu. At that point, you can then select a door and boom, there it is, skinned. This will be something that comes very much so in handy. For instance, when you're reskinning items like boxes to organize your base, or simply just things you don't want to pick up like a furnace. As for what kind of items can be spray painted, obviously you cannot spray paint doors as they are something that's skinnable, so you'll see we'll kind of just continue over it. You can actually spray paint onto windows, but it's a little bit weird, as you can see. And when it comes to blank spaces, not so much as well. But there you go. There is an additional function to it, and they're called decals. So as you can see here, there is one decal, for example, that they have put in here, and it's simply the rust symbol. So what you do is drag it to your spray can. You'll see that the slot is now filled with it. To get it back out, you can just pull it back out this way. And now it will automatically spray paint a decal. Another way of removal, should you want to have them gone sooner, is water. And I'm using the squirt gun as it is the easiest way to do it. But as you can see, it just says wash. Go ahead and show that one more time here. We'll go ahead and put that there. Wash, squirt, done. And you can get rid of it instantly. Now, there is a setting for Converse that server owners can use, and they can set the variation of how long tags will stay up, as well as if authorization is required. Moving along, we're going to be taking a look at what will be coming in the Arctic update. And we are going to be having some new vehicles coming in. If you haven't already seen from commit notes, it is Snowmobiles. And here, as you can see, there's kind of a makeshift, rinky, dinky kind of made Snowmobile. And then there is the Tomaha. And yeah, there's two different versions. The fuel tank is right up in front. It holds the typical 500 fuel, as you would expect. It has a speedometer. And on the back, it has a storage that holds a small box worth of storage. And it looks like both have the same storage. So there you go. This one has like a little box on the back. And both of them can hold 2 players. So if you see once you're on here, you can actually hit X to sit on the back seat. So that is a neat little function with these as well. Now, they run on not only snow, but also on sand. Now, you can drive them on other, potential terrains, but they're going to go very, very, very slow. Also, it's worth noting that a second person will significantly slow down the snowmobile as well. Let's go ahead and take a short little ride on it here. You can see it has quite the loud little lawnmower engine, but is very fast. Another thing to note is that on ice, it also has specific physics where it is much easier to spin out. As you can see, we're kind of donutting right here. All right, and let's go take a look at the Tomaha model. You'll note that it rocks 300 HP or so. And we can go ahead and take a look here in third person, a little around it. Definitely a beautiful model. And let's go ahead and zoom around on this puppy. Next up, we have the Arctic Laboratories, the newest monument to be hitting the game. And as you can see here, it's quite an elaborate monument in size, and there are scientists populating it. Now, currently on the Ox branch is the only place you can take a look at this, and it does not have all the proper loot and so forth set up, so there will be additional things added to this, so please keep in tune for an update with that. I'm sure at the end of the month, Puddy will have a nice review on that for you. As you can see, it's quite a large monument with many buildings, and somewhere around 10 scientists seem to be occupying it so far. You'll see there's a central building. In addition, it does have several unique looking buildings. We have yet to see if they will have any unique function so far, but currently this one seems to be locked off, where these larger side buildings have access to them, and one of the two hangars appears to be open. There's also a nearby train station depot as well. Not sure if this is going to be fully integrated or there'll just always be one nearby. Last but not least, we have a new animal to look at. No longer will the brown bears that we have become so accustomed to will spawn in the snow biome. They are now replaced by the polar bear. And so far from the commit notes, as far as we can tell, the polar bear itself will be a little bit stronger and faster than the actual bear itself. So this is definitely going to be a new contender to be quite scared of. As you'll see, the polar bear itself is very vicious. Nothing that is out of the ordinary from the bears that we have got to know in Rust. Has somewhere around 420 HP and does 45 damage with a swipe to a naked. So that is definitely something to be contended with. Alright everyone, that does it for our weekly development update with Rustafied. It's been ThatGermanGuy. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out the blog at rustafied.com for all the details and extra information, and tune in to hear more about the upcoming Nexus update for Rust, which will allow us to travel from server to server through water vehicles.